Welcome to the Leadfoot Racing League here at South Boston on Elevated TV. And tonight we've got the Boston Brawl Sports Night presented by Eastern Technical Design. Tonight we've got 25 laps on store here as qualifying just wrapped up. I'm Ryan Tomford. I've got Chris Goldman in the booth with me, and Tracy Bowen and Wesley Outland joining me today, commentating on today's race.
It's a pleasure to be here, buddy.
Pleasure for you to be here. You want to go over the starting grid right now?
Yeah, for sure. So starting on the front row, inside we've got Adam Neese, outside Landon Farmer. Row 2, Christopher James, and that beautiful 2 car, Landon Brown, our best and brightest there in the 5. Third row inside, Jason Woodham. Stephen Luttrell is going to be bringing up the outside there. And row 4, Chris Norris and Bruce Pearson.
Yep, and that's your starting grid for tonight. We've got a good race on hand today. I was watching the South Boston race last night, and it was very exciting. It was twin races, and we saw in the first one it was very aggressive. In the second one, it was a lot more strategical. I was wondering, Chris, have you ever raced here at South Boston in real life or on iRacing at all?
In real life, I haven't had the pleasure yet, but on iRacing, it's actually, I have to be honest, it's one of my least favorite tracks because it does not treat me very well. I have not figured out the fast line around this way, so I'm actually going to learn a little bit tonight.
All right. I've never raced here on iRacing as well, so I'm learning every lap that as well as you, as every one of these drivers turns lap here. As tonight, it's sports night here in the Leadfoot Racing League. And you'll see that all these cars tonight will have a different paint scheme. A lot of them sporting, different sports teams around the world. As we're coming up to green here, as Landon Farmer and Aiden Neese will start on the front row. As Aiden Neese on that inside line, Landon Farmer on the outside line.
Well, Ryan, good evening to everybody. Sorry I'm running late. I've had a very, very long weekend on the road traveling as we just took the green flag in the Boston Brawl 125 here at Sobo. And Aiden Neese quickly going to jump out to the early lead. Looked like we had a Lions fan. I was watching a little football when I woke up earlier this afternoon. The Lions obviously having a bad preseason game at the Hall of Fame game, sitting in second with his favorite car, Christopher James. And right now, everybody's just kind of single file here around the racetrack as we are a couple of laps into this one here. So this is a rescheduled race from last Sunday because of all the shenanigans that went on at the Cars Throwback Classic. They did run the race. Bryce Pearson, as a matter of fact, ended up winning the race here, but it was an exhibition. But now we run a official points race here tonight. So just getting started.
As we got carnage on the front straightaway there. 2 cars involved.
Yeah, we certainly do. My goodness. This is not going to draw a caution, though, yet. Okay, here it comes. Caution is out. So the FWM Motorsports caution will come out here. Blue line, soft wash, yellow flag. First one of the race. And there it is on the front straightaway. Just a couple cars just getting together there. All right. Chris Golden joining us in the booth. I have no idea who he is. So we're going to have a little segment of getting to know you. Chris, tell us a little bbit about yourself and welcome to the Leadfoot Racing League.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's a pleasure to be here. I hope to be a competitor in next season here on the Leadfoot Racing League. But I race part-time in the ARCA Menard Series, and I also race quite a bit on iRacing over on FWM in our other league there, as well as a few others, Yes Car and things of that nature. So I'm here to kind of support these guys and see what's going on and provide a little bit of a driver standpoint for you guys here in the booth.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, you were supposed to join us a couple of weeks ago, and something came up with a scheduling conflict or whatnot, and we had to get you back in here. So cool, you're here tonight. That's awesome.
Oh, for sure, man. It's an absolute pleasure. Definitely with everything going on. I work 7 days a week in the oil field along with racing part-time in the ARCA Menard Series. Wow. So pretty extensive schedule.
So he has a crazy traveling life just like mine is. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I literally just woke up, so if I don't sound like my official woken up and conjovial self, I'm sorry. I've been on the road since Thursday. So, Chris, I understand about traveling. I've been on the road since Thursday announcing races all weekend. I do want to say that I'm waking up with a heavy heart. My thoughts go out to Robbie Brewer's family. I was devastated to find out the news that he had died after crashing at Bowman Gray Stadium on Saturday night. The times that I knew Robbie Brewer, the races that I announced for him in a modified or a sportsman from Caraway to Ace Speedway, I will truly never forget, and Godspeed to a great guy. As the green flag comes back out again, we are back underway as Aiden Neese in the ally colors of the number 45. Ryan will bring him back to green, and we are single file.
It's a nice looking car that Aiden Neese has got. He had a good first initial start there, and on that restart, another good start for him as well.
Yeah, I really saw in that first green flag run, everybody got pretty single file early on. That outside line looks like they had about 2 cars out there for a lap or two, but they jumped down in line as fast as they could. Looks like this is going to be one of those races where you're going to have to move somebody to make some moves.
Have you ever raced at a place like Slobo before, Chris? Do you have any experience here? Or?
Here, no. On iRacing, I have a small amount. I'm not a fan. I have not figured out how to get around this place yet. But as far as in real life, I'm a bit of a Berlin Raceway connoisseur up in Michigan. Travel up there from Oklahoma, and I'm really hoping they add it to iRacing soon.
You know, me and Jeff Striegel, and we know each other well, and obviously Kevin Striegel, his son, and all they do in the racing industry from MRN to Berlin. And I've announced at Berlin Raceway a time or two in my career. I did a MAV TV race over there during the COVID years when they done the first ever Show Me the Money in the Bank 125. And that's an awesome track there. Sobo is already on iRacing, so we need to put Berlin on iRacing as well as we talk about Winchester and Anderson jokingly too. We're working lap 15 at 125, and it is Aiden Neese right now, the leader over James and Farmer. Brown, Luttrell. Sounds like a massive law firm. That's your top 5 as we work our way back around the racetrack. And Ryan, I'm seeing some really cool throwback colors, some supporting their favorite teams. And did I see an Alabama race car? Tracy, can you find that? Oh, yeah, baby. Roll Tide. That's my buddy, Mr. Woodham, and I'm an big Alabama Crimson Tide fan. I love that race car, Ryan.
It's a good-looking race car. All these drivers are supporting their favorite teams. I saw a Savannah Bananas car out there. I believe a Charlotte FC car out there with Aiden Neese, I believe, in the front. So, a lot of different sports represented tonight.
Yeah, I was about to say wrong car. Oh, there's the Charlotte Football Club. Ryan knows about Charlotte football. That's soccer in English of England terms of America. So there you go. Aiden Neese has is that the Charlotte Football Club car? I think it is. Yeah, leading the way.
And then I was looking, are James and Farmers both the Lions, or that third place car? What are we looking at there?
That's a Lions car right there. That car is, it looks like a Panther or a Wildcat. Can we see the side of the car? I can't tell. It looks like it's like a lion, a growling lion or something. Is that you? There you go, okay. Wildcats. I said Wildcat. University of Kentucky Wildcats. There you go.
Nailed it.
You're doing the math. There are now 2 SEC cars in the field. And Savannah Bananas, I don't know if anybody's ever seen them on television or seen them in person. That has become the newest fab of baseball. Landon Brown adorning that car.
Hilarious. I actually love the Savannah Bananas. I recently watched the new Happy Gilmore movie, and bear with me, I'll show you the relation. towards the end of that movie, you discover that they created a golf league similar to what the Savannah Bananas are doing, and they basically go.
Yeah.
So the Savannah Bananas remind me of a more successful version of Maxi Golf.
Until Shooter McGavin and Happy Gilmore came along, and
right.
I love the Savannah Bananas. I worked 3 or 4 games with them a few years ago, so they're a ton of fun to watch and work for. So that's a good car.
I know they're getting a lot of network exposure now. I've seen them on Fox. I've seen them on FS1, and obviously getting acknowledgement. So let's go back to the race. By the way, we're heading towards lap number 40, which will be the end of the stage. Competition caution will come out right now. There you see everybody just kind of single file. This is the Boston Brawl. And just everybody just kind of patiently working their way around the racetrack, knocking laps off. Honestly, Ryan, that's a smart thing to do here.
They're just slowly taking these laps off and just getting around cleanly, so that in the second half of the race they can, maybe be a little bit more aggressive.
Oh, and by the way, this is the penultimate race of the season, because remember, tonight was supposed to be championship night at Myrtle Beach. That's now been moved to next Sunday. Next Sunday night, Myrtle Beach Speedway will be the championship race. And how about this? They have already began to unveil the season 4 schedule. It is already out. It is going to be a fun 10 weeks, and it begins on Labor Day weekend.
I am super excited for season 4. Super excited.
Chris, you're going to run in it, right?
I do. That is my plan, is to run with these guys in season 4, and I'm really excited to unveil my wrap for the car. You guys are going to love it. It's a little bit of a play on words with my name. It's one of my absolute favorite wraps that I have.
Looking forward to seeing that. That again will be coming up on New Smyrna Speedway. And we are going to new tracks. I can tell you that much, Ryan. We're going to new racetracks, coming to some revisited ones again, but we are going to some new places, and I'm looking forward to it. It begins on August the 31st. We might have to possibly move it back a week, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm going to be out of town that weekend for Labor Day. That's actually I'll be in Maryland that weekend, and or let Ryan or Chris come in and do it. Let Tracy do it. Tracy, what's up, man?
Well, Wesley, I was just going to talk to you in your ear a little bit there, but we've already put it up to a vote inside the league Discord, and sorry, pal, you got outvoted, man. Everybody voted to run on Labor Day weekend, so you're going to have to cancel your plans. Sorry about that.
I won't be here. Don't mean to break your heart. I won't be here. Sorry.
Oh, by the way,
racing pays a lot more than Iracing broadcast does. I don't mean to be a jerk, but I'm just being honest, and I'm going to be out of town, so y'all better find a replacement for at least week 1. We have to talk about contract renewals, by the way. Oh, we got a caution. This is the end of the stage, so this is your competition caution. Yeah, but somebody will come in and cover for me. So
I got you.
So the yellow flag is out for the first time. This is actually second caution of the race for the stage break. Chris, you're a driver. What are these guys doing right now coming down pit road? What are they thinking hitting here at lap 40 for the stage break here? What are they contemplating right now, 40 laps into it with the first yellow flag out?
Well, a couple things. Number one, they're thinking about how long of a run that was. I mean, we got one caution that first round, so it's really smooth. Everybody's kind of just running their own line right now, not really getting too crazy. But from a real driver perspective, really sitting in the cars, those guys are thinking, man, it sure is hot in here. I wish we can go back racing.
That's my car. That's my car right there. Yeah. If I had to pick the best appearing car, that automatically that car would win on default. You know that, Randy. Jason Woodham's car. You know that, Ryan. You know I'm an Alabama fan, so that car would win on default.
Yes, definitely.
Well,
Go
hey,
Tide.
you know, I'm not a big Tide fan, but you know, by the end of the night,
See, we were friends. We were friends.
well, I was just playing devil's advocate here, Wesley. By the end of the night, I think we do need to pick a winner of this, though. If everybody took the time to paint these things up, I think we at least need to declare a winner.
Oh man, I can tell you, I can tell you mine right now, guys. 100%. That Kentucky Wildcats wrap got me. I mean, I'm not even a Kentucky fan, but the design of that is pretty freaking cool. That's got to be my pick already.
Guys, I need to take this call. I'll be right back. Ryan, take over, please.
Oh yeah, I got you. So after that first stage, we saw a few drivers, stay out, and then some take 2 tires and 4 tires. How does that play as we've got a green flag as Landon Brown leads into turn 1?
Yeah, Landon definitely got a good jump there. I noticed also somebody who kind of rebounded really well was Pearson. After that early on caution he had with Norris, he's really rebounded well, and he's up. Looks like he was up 4th or 5th place right now with Norris back there around 2 laps down. Pearson up to 3rd at this point. Really, really rolling good and really unbelievably rebounded. Well, we got the 71 there in the wall, and Pearson leaving that bottom door open though. We got to be careful.
I believe Pearson on that last pit stop, his time was half what the others were on, like Aiden East on pit road. So I do believe he took maybe 2 tires instead of the 4. Is how much of a difference when we get to tracks like South Boston? How much is the tire fall off so that tire advantages that Aiden East would have on some of these drivers that took 2 tires.
Oh man, you're seeing it right now in that battle for the lead with Luttrell and Brown. Luttrell just got underneath him there, and just, to be honest, is just driving out of his life right now. Whether he took 2 or 4, he definitely has more than Landon Brown, and he is rolling right along and just kind of driving away. He's already at a half-second lead over Landon Brown, 0.4 at least after a lap. So with a track like South Boston that really eats up tires so much, it's very, very crucial.
We're watching Stephen Luttrell out in front. He sits 2nd in points. He's had a decent season so far. He hasn't gotten that win yet, but hopefully he gets it tonight.
Well, guys, I did want to point out, not just because Landon is my nephew, but he did not pit during that stage break. So he may be paying a price right now, but his strategy appears to be to grab tires a little later on than the rest of the guys. So we'll have to see if it pays off or not.
Yep, absolutely. It's a smart way to go to make sure you have your tires at the end. I'm not sure how many sets the guys got for this race. If it's a limited number of sets, it's a great strategy. It depends on how long he can hold on and how. The sooner he can get a caution, the better, because he's already back to 4th right now, which is where he was before the competition caution there. But let's see if he can just hold his own here and make some laps.
Yeah, we only have 1 extra set of tires, so it's just kind of gambling a little bit there to see. But if he's going to be in the catbird seat if there is a late race caution, or, well, for that matter, if it doesn't go green, he'll end up coming out pretty good, I think.
Yep, for sure. Because with the number of laps we have left, only 1 set of tires. He just hit 58 of 125, so still not even halfway, and these guys have already burned through a set of tires. So with Landon pushing it back as far as he can, pretty smart strategy here if it pays off. If not, probably not, but that's the way it goes. That's racing, guys.
Yeah, and I don't mean to cut you off, Ryan, but to Carissa's point, if this thing does go green, Landon is not going to be able to make it the entire race on 1 set of tires. I mean, I don't even think he can baby it long enough without popping a tire. So he may end up having to make a green flag stop, and that would just be devastating to his finishing position here.
Absolutely. And honestly, just to be blunt here, the longer this race goes green, the more and more he's going to be in trouble, because you see he's already under fire right there from Farmer, about to put him back to fifth, and he's falling like a rock right now. He's fighting for his life.
Yeah, I mean, it looks. I've got time and scoring up here. I mean, it doesn't look like he's fallen off, too much speed so far. He's only about a tenth or a tenth and a half of a second behind, the leader. So sometimes he'll put in a lap that's pretty close to the leader. So it doesn't look like that. The fall off is the most dramatic, as we've seen at some other tracks where drivers have fallen multiple laps behind due to tire fall off this season.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys, I'm back.
And
sorry
Farmer,
about that.
Yo, you're okay. Farmer could be pushing him right here to try to make him use up those tires, and he may be just kind of holding back a little to get the most he can out of those tires. And we don't really know. We're not in the helmet. We can only speculate, but it could be either one of those options.
And right now we're heading towards, obviously, just after halfway of this event as we continue to see Savannah Bananas Triple B entry. Landon Brown on the wheel. Landon Farmer on the inside. Whoa! Talk about driving below the apron there. Well, that was fun.
Heck of a camera angle right there for that. He was swatting flies there for a second, and Landon still comes out in front of him. So that kind of makes me think that Landon may be saving some tire, but he's not going to give up fourth place that easy.
Battling right there alongside of him again there. Look at this.
Yeah.
Landon Farmer, Landon Brown, the Landon show going at it here.
Oh man, Landon Farmer is on the apron. I mean, that is just playing Russian roulette around this track. That is dangerous.
Finally clear Landon Brown. I think he did. Yep, he got him. Took some muscling to do there, Ryan, but he did get around him for that spot.
Finally got around him, stayed behind him, worked him, and watched his lines, and finally got a place to pass him. Made his move.
But see, I can really appreciate how clean he was with that too. He was patient. He did get a little bit impatient there for a second. We saw him down there on the apron, but he never got in, never really shoved his nose where it didn't fit anywhere else. And he knew he was faster than Landon, because Landon on those old tires, and he's putting a little bit of distance on him. But Landon's still holding his own right there in fifth. He's just fighting for everything he's got, trying to make those tires last.
Well, if this thing
closing in on 50 laps to go as well. Tracy, what's up, buddy?
Oh, I was just fixing to say, Landon is the only driver out here that hasn't made a pit stop yet, so he's on extremely old tires. If there's a caution this late in the race, man, it's going to be exciting to see him come through there with those new stickers on there. So I know he's praying for a caution right now.
Yeah, needs a yellow flag to be in his favor to help him climb. As right now we are watching the leader now work the back straightaway. Stephen Luttrell. Aiden Neese. Whoa, Aiden really loose there for a minute off four. That car was just wicked sideways, Chris Golden. I mean, what a save for him.
Oh man, I'll be honest with you. I got that sideways at Berlin earlier this year, and I got a little bit of TV time because I didn't save it. But that right there was impressive.
He saved that one, and we continue on and race on here.
100%, man. That car right there was wrecked. He just didn't know it, and you couldn't tell him either, because he wasn't about to believe it. And he wasn't going to let it happen.
Luttrell in the lead, followed by James. There you see this battle now is the Woodham and Pearson drivers battle. Aiden Neese third, Farmer Brown. That's Landon Brown. Landon Brown. And Ryan, we are closing already in at lap number 80 of this one. And obviously Stephen Luttrell is walking the dog, if you will.
Stephen Luttrell's doing a great job out there in front. You know, he's yet to find victory lane this year, so you know he's having probably the best drive of the whole season for himself out there in the front. And, you know, he's kept this, you know, about 0.6 of advantage out front for, you know, a little while. So, you know, he's doing a great job of keeping pace out front.
Yeah, he's really keeping about a 0.5 second buffer. He's not getting too far out front where he's really eating through his stuff, but he's also not letting James get that close to him. He's keeping that gap right at about a 0.5 second every lap. If it tells you how important tires are and how crucial they are, look at Pearson. On that restart, he restarted 5th and was in 3rd for a couple laps and has already fell back to 7th back here with Woodham, 10.5 seconds off the leader. Last car on the lead lap currently, and he only took 2 tires. So you can imagine how hard Landon Brown's having to fight right now with no tires.
Jason Woodham and the Pearson car battling. By the way, Tracy, am I right? Bruce Pearson, he won the race here last week. It was a non-qualifier race. Exhibition, yeah. But he did win it.
Yeah, you missed it, Wesley. I ran in that race. The way I look at it, I totally had the field covered, but apparently the field had was thinking differently. And yeah, Bruce ended up taking the win there. He outrun me and Wayne Cannon.
Oh, wow.
The guy from the head man over at 4 Wide Motorsports. So, yeah. You can just never tell what these guys are going to do strategy-wise. You know, it's just you wouldn't think there would be that much strategy involved in late model racing with only 125 laps, but I'm here to tell you I've lost them every possible way that you can, and seems like to me I find new ways of doing it every race that I run.
Stephen Luttrell right now just kind of staying out in front. I'm not really sure, Ryan, what team he's representing. I think that's just his regular wrap job on his car. I don't think he has a throwback or a sports night, you know, if you will.
Yeah,
I don't think. Is it maybe Tennessee?
Oh, come on, guys. That's the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains it. Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly have no clue. That's just my best guess, man.
Yeah, that's
a dog pound.
Yeah, that's Steven's normal colors, but we'll say he's with the Cleveland Browns anyway. That does.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was about to say, it looks like it's regular race car colors. What the hell is he? You know, is he representing what team? So, yeah. I mean, at least Tennessee is better than Cleveland. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, Chris. I mean, you know.
Well, guys,
too much brown in it. Tennessee makes enough brown on their own.
I just want to.
Yeah, I hate the Volunteers too.
Just want to interject here that Chris Norris is driving the Wild Ops car and is also sponsored by Fishtails. They end up doing charity work for veterans coming back from wars and everything, helping them get back into civilian life. And the reason why I wanted to mention that is because next week at Myrtle Beach, Wild Ops and Fishtails will be the official sponsor of the championship night.
That's pretty freaking cool right there, man. Wild Ops, I love that. I love working with organizations like that, similar to some of the organizations I worked with at Berlin. I've actually never heard of Wild Ops, so they got a new fan right here for sure. And hopefully I can join you guys next Sunday, but I'll be honest, I might be a little bit busy. I was going to be racing at Springfield, but then I was told I wasn't going to be racing at Springfield, and now I was told I'm crew chiefing at Springfield. So I may be busy, I may not. Who knows?
Springfield is the ARCA race on dirt, right?
Yes, sir. The 1 mile ARCA track there.
Yes,
I was going to race it. I've raced dirt for about 6 years before I got into ARCA. So I'm pretty well versed. So They said since I wasn't going to be in the car, they had someone come in with a little more funding that could benefit the team more. And I'm like, man, I'm all for it, dude. Whatever helps the team helps me anyway. So they said, okay, will you crew chief for the car that you usually drive? And I said, absolutely. So I'll be up there Sunday as well as at DeCoin. But we're looking at me running in Salem, Indiana here next month.
I want to get off subject, obviously. We're at 100 down, 25 to go. But with you being an ARCA driver, I do got to ask this question or pose this question. Has that basically what, I mean, not we see it with NASCAR, but we also are starting to see it now with ARCA standards as well, where, you know, sometimes it's not the talent, it's who's got the money to get the rides in the cars lately, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, for the last few years, it's been that way, and that's honestly at every level, not just at the ARCA level. I mean, you have a 7-time champion in Jimmy Johnson and a 3-time champion in Kyle Busch that lose their rides because they lose their sponsors. So if those guys can't hold on to a ride and lose a sponsor, then what hope is there for the rest of us?
And then you see a guy like Kyle Busch, who used to be friggin' amazing in Joe Gibbs during his younger years. And let me say that in a very nice way to not offend anybody out there. But when Richard Childress got Kyle Busch, Chris, he was no spring chicken. And I'm going to be honest with you, and I don't want to piss anybody off out there, but it's my opinion. Richard Childress' equipment is not the best in the world as it was when Earnhardt Sr. was around.
Oh, 100%, man. 100% agree. I mean, what a lot of people don't realize, one of the worst things I hate to hear about anyone is, oh, they're a terrible driver. They're terrible this, they're terrible that. 90% of the time, the cars drive themselves. It's almost as if the races are held by engineers and literally the drivers are just steering wheel holders at this point. So it's all about engineering, and if we're being honest, it's about dollars that they can afford to dump into the car. I mean, Alex and I, for Club Racing Inc., we're running on old tires. At Berlin Raceway, I took the green with 75 lap old tires. And at the 76 lap mark, I was only 4 laps down at Berlin, running on a carbureted engine against the fuel-injected Elmore. So our talent level for Alex and myself is there. We just don't have the funding to compete with Joe Gibbs and Venturini and the others.
Yeah.
I just want to interject real quick since we're on lap 109. Chris, I know you can't see it on your screen, buddy, but with 25 to go, you actually sponsored the Time to Dig. 25 to go, sponsored by Golden Racing.
Yes.
Heck yeah, I forgot all about that. I was waiting for lap 100 too, and then I just flat out talked over it. But heck yeah, 15 to go. We'll go 15 to go this time. Time to dig, boys.
Okay.
To dig.
I'll see if I can put it up.
Time to dig.
I know you guys can't see it, but it's up there.
There you go. Golden Racing, Time to Dig.
I'll tell you what, guys, it looks like Luttrell's got these guys covered, but I don't know if they know that or not. He's opened that gap up to James about almost 2.5 seconds. Landon Brown has fell back to about 13, but it looks like Pearson and Woodham, and they just don't really have anything for Brown. I mean, obviously Woodham being a lap down there. But Brown sure could have used a caution. If he gets a caution now, he may have a shot, but as spread out as they are, I don't see it happening, guys.
Stephen Luttrell continuing to lead the way here as we move into the latter stages of the race. Ryan Tomford's in the house. Chris Golden from Golden Racing. Of course, Tracy Brown. I'm Wesley Outland. Penultimate race of the season for season 3. Myrtle Beach next week. Laps wind down here for this one. Brian, I'll tell you what, man. It has been all Stephen Luttrell, it seems like. And I know Aiden Neese led the first start of things, but Luttrell now ready to bring this one to the finish and move around through some lap traffic also. Look at Landon Brown.
Well, he's working around Landon Brown and Bruce Pearson there in the Savannah Bananas car, or in his wrestling car there in the 22. He's put 3 cars now a lap down. So he's definitely found a bunch of speed tonight. And throughout the season, Aiden Neese has been, the guy to watch out for. He's got multiple. He's got 3 wins on the season. He's very dominant throughout the whole, year. And now Stephen Luttrell, with 2 races to go, he sits second in points, and he's, closing that gap in the standings there.
Finishing order with under 5 to go now. As obviously Stephen Luttrell hitting his marks. Looking for a win here at the Sports Night. Penultimate race of the season 3 here at Sobo.
So I know it's not spelled the same, but we kind of came up with a nickname for him, or I have anyway, over in the FWM chat. He ran with us on Friday at Rockingham, and I believe he finished second. It was a runaway between him and the winner. But it's Stephen White Chicks Luttrell, because Luttrell's the name of the football player in White Chicks. Spelled differently, but it's Stephen White Chicks Luttrell now.
White Chicks, is that the movie with the Wayans brothers in it, I think, or something like that?
It is. And then Luttrell is Terry Crews.
I got you. Field will be coming by to the white flag next time by. It'll be the W Energy 1 to go. As Stephen White Chicks Luttrell is looking to grab the white flag. This is it. 1 to go.
He got his snowflake flag. He's got the snowflake. He's ready.
Here he comes. Stephen Luttrell wins in dominating fashion. Sports Night here at Sobo. Setting our sights to Myrtle Beach next Sunday night for the finale of the championship on the line for season 3. Stephen Luttrell, everybody, picking up the victory. Landon Farmer, after battling intensely with Landon Brown there until the end, came back to finish second. And obviously, Ryan, it is going to be a celebration for the 36. Here comes the white guys.
Oh my gosh, the Browns won one.
Wow. Where's my Chris Golden with the golden comment of the post-race ever. Well, what did you miss?
I was clicking on the cameras here, trying to get a good shot of Steven doing these massive burnouts, and I heard something about the Browns winning one or something.
Yeah. And it wasn't football either. I don't want to make people mad out there. There are some diehard Cleveland Brown fans. Man, I'm telling you.
I just got it. I just got it. Okay. Sorry, I was a little slow. Yeah, the Browns finally won one. Okay, gotcha.
Hey there, Tracy. Nice of you to join us this evening.
Sorry, man. I'm looking at 3 other screens here. Clicking in a.
Damn, producing's hard work.
It is, man. I'm sweating right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Luttrell will pick up the win. Let's take a look at the results. Says he has already burned it down. Stephen Luttrell, the winner. Landon Farmer, second. Christopher James will finish third, by the way. By the way, Landon Farmer started second. He'll finish second. Christopher James started third. He'll finish third. Aiden Neese, who started on the pole. Aiden Neese will end up finishing fourth. Still a solid points day for him on the road, I think, towards a championship. Bruce Pearson won the exhibition. Tonight he gets the top 5. Jason Woodham, Landon Brown, and Chris Morse, the rundown of the race. Hey, by the way, don't forget, coming up at the top of the hour, actually at 10 p.m. Eastern time, join us for coverage of the Ross Dalton Racing Driver Development. We are going to be at Langley Speedway. Same cars, same station, 10 p.m. Eastern. Ryan and myself with Cody Deemers will bring you that one. And we are going to step away, right? We got to pay some bills. We'll step away. We'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to speak to the podium. And Stephen Luttrell winning tonight here at Sports Night in the Boston Brawl at Sobo. Stay with us. Eastern Technical Design Incorporated provides design and drafting services for commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Services include architectural renderings, preliminary plan design, as well as final construction drawings. These drawings include all the necessary structural, building, plumbing, and mechanical electrical plans as required to produce and deliver a finished building and/or structure. This company is proudly owned by LFRL's Tracy Brown. Eastern Technical Design. Contact them today at 252-245-1599 or email them at easterntechnicaldesign@gmail.com. Commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Eastern Technical Design is the perfect plan for your building needs. Blue Line Soft Wash is a veteran-owned and operated company dedicated to bringing integrity and precision to exterior cleaning. Founded by a retired law enforcement officer, and we proudly back the men in blue. Blue Line Soft Wash upholds the values of service, commitment, and attention to detail in every job. Trust Blue Line Soft Wash to protect and enhance your property with the same dedication they once gave to protecting our community. Protect and serve. Protect your car with Blue Line Soft Wash today. Tar River Environmental, located in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, is a premier provider of professional logging and land clearing services, proudly serving communities across the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. Their services are vital for large-scale land development and forestry operations. By prioritizing responsible land management, Tar River Environmental helps clients achieve their land use goals while maintaining ecological integrity. Find more details on Tar River Environmental, located in Rocky Mount, on Google today.
Would you like a sport of tea and some crumpets?
Back here at Sobo. Back here at Sobo. And the Leadfoot Racing League in the books, presented by Eastern Technical Design and the Boston Brawl Sports Night race is in the books. So I've been informed this is not the Cleveland Brown colors. It damn sure ain't the Tennessee Volunteers. I don't think nobody would be brave enough to put that on their car. But Stephen Luttrell joins us in his Ford Victory Lane. Stephen, congratulations. Tell us about your car. I think I see it regularly every week, right? Same wrap job.
Yeah, same wrap. I didn't have time to paint any sports team, and I didn't want to get yelled at for having Kansas City Chiefs all over my car. I knew that that would, get some ugly looks, I'm sure.
Nothing wrong with the KC Chiefs. Welcome to the Red Kingdom, brother.
Oh, yeah. Kansas City all my life. Been here forever.
There you go. So, but we'll just say that you're colorblind and you forgot what colors Kansas City was when you've done the wrap job on the car. Will that work?
Yeah, we could say that. That'll work.
Hey, well, listen, back to the race at hand. Congratulations. Man, it's got to be a good feeling to get back in victory lane with the series. I know it's been a while, and obviously your take of winning here at Sobo tonight for the sports night.
Yeah, it's actually my first win in this league.
That's what I thought. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I got some wins over in Forward Motorsports. Got my first win here, finally, trying to chase Aiden down in points. But, I saved my tires on the first stint there. I was running fifth. The top four guys were running really hard. So I just said, all right, I'll just save tires. And I took rights only on the pit stop and I was gone from there. I just didn't look back.
Man.
Well, I did see that you took that 2-tire strategy. Did you feel that the 4-tire strategy with those guys, on that initial restart after the pit stops, did you feel pressured at all from them at all?
I felt pressure in the sense that if there was a yellow to come out in the last 40 to 50 laps, I would have been done. There was no way I'd have been able to hold him back on a restart. I was just praying that it goes green. That's all I needed.
So since you did take those 2 tires, Stephen, how long after that round of pit stops were you still conserving what you had just in case? And what lap was it when you were really just like, okay, it's go time, I got to go?
It was as soon as I took the lead, I just nailed the throttle down to the floorboard and didn't look back. But I saw that I had about a second gap, so I just started pedaling it back and running higher line, getting my tires cooled off, and made sure I'd get around the lap cars as fast as possible to get them in the way, just to keep as much of a lead as I possibly could.
Well, Stephen, before I let you go, man, please thank your sponsors. And by the way, I will let you know that I called you one of the white chicks coming to the checkered flag tonight.
Oh boy. Oh.
Chris Golden spit the beans. So
that came from the Forward Motorsports, because I guess my last name sounds like the character's name. I guess I don't know. I've never seen it, so I don't know.
It's spelled different, but I mean it's iRacing. None of us can spell anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I gotcha. Yeah. No, I just thanks to you guys for broadcasting, and the guys for putting this league on and letting me in here and let me have fun. Gotta thank my mom, dad, my wife, and my kids, and my grandson Mason.
All right, Stephen, thanks, buddy. Congratulations for sure. Victory number 1 in the Leadfoot Racing League, going for the man there, Stephen Luttrell. Let's grab second place and get the thoughts of Landon Farmer. He is representing the SEC and the Kentucky Wildcats. Yes, sir. Nice looking race car, Landon. Had to battle there with Landon Brown and the banana there for a man, but you got around him and you will settle for second place. Congratulations, sir.
I don't really know what to say. It's kind of crazy being here. That's all I can really say. I just didn't expect to be up here right now.
Landon.
Well, Landon, speechless.
I saw you were about 0.5 of a second, away from Stephen Luttrell there in first for most of the race, and then you fell back to 2 seconds. Was that a mistake or tire fall off or a setup during setup change you made in the pit stop at all?
No, I just kind of during the second stint of the race, I just started saving a lot, more than I've ever saved, and I just got to the end. I caught up to Aiden, and after I caught up to Aiden, I had some kind of momentum, and I just flew up to second, hoping I could catch up to Steven, but didn't end up getting there.
So I got to ask, on your stop, did you take 2 or 4? And do you regret your decision? Do you think if you would have went the other way, it would have went better in your favor to get that win? I mean, obviously second's great, but a win's better.
Yeah, I took 4. I don't know. I don't really think I regret it. I don't think it would have changed much either way. I think I probably would have ended up probably around the same spot. Steven was really fast, so I don't know if I really could have passed him, but I probably would have had a better shot.
Heck yeah, man. It was awesome to watch you, especially your battle there with Landon. When you jumped up to 4th right there, you just kind of set sail and started heading towards the front. And we thought you had something for them, but go ahead and tell us about your sponsors tonight and anybody you want to thank.
Yeah, I just want to thank 918 Custom Designs, SimShot Studios, of course the Wildcats, and thank my mom, my dad, my girlfriend, my baby girl sitting on the bed right now, and that's about it.
Heck yeah, buddy. Thanks for racing with us. Awesome show tonight.
Thank you.
There you go, Landon Farmer. And you're a Wildcats fan, Landon. Ready for football?
Oh yeah, I'm a Wildcats fan. I mean, we're definitely not a football team at all, but always love to support them. You know it.
I mean, they get out there and they play. They can't beat Alabama, but they get out there and they play. No, I'm just messing, man. Thank you for your time, Landon Farmer.
Okay.
All
okay.
right, yes,
Vanderbilt can beat Alabama.
Exactly. Yeah, Dad, you put me in my place very quickly. Believe me. Yeah, it's very true. So I'm gonna shut up now. Every dog has his day. Let's grab now 3rd place, ladies and gentlemen. They grab Mr. James. This is, I believe, Christopher James, and he is a Detroit Lions fan. He's a Lions fan down there in the Motor City, up there in the Motor City. And Christopher, congratulations on a podium. Good looking rap job. Are you a Detroit fan? Tell us about your decision to get that car.
So it's actually funny. I was gonna do Detroit Tigers, because I was obviously gonna stay in, do Michigan teams, and then I was like, it's football season, or it's about to be football season, and I'm like, Detroit Lions are really good, and I don't know. I thought they'd bring me a fast car today.
Well, you qualified 3rd, finished 3rd in today's race. Did you have any more for the top 2 guys at all? And yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. I think I kind of made some mistakes with sliding the car around a little bit and kind of going to the corners too hard. I don't think I thought I had something for Steven for a second as I caught up with the lap cars, started slowing him down a little bit. I think I didn't have, once Landon flew around me, I was like, yeah, car kind of fell off after that.
Man, awesome run there, especially starting where you finish. You never want to end up further back than where you started. Did you kind of channel your inner Dan Campbell there towards the end? Because we could see the car sliding around quite a bit, and you were swatting some flies in there, man.
Yeah, I had to send it a little bit. I was like, it's coming down to the wire. We're gonna go for it on 4th every single time, and just hope for the best.
Heck yeah, man! Great run. Awesome podium.
There you go.
And we'll see you on the next one, buddy.
Sweet. Thank you, guys.
There you go, representing the Lions right there, Christopher James. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, that we're going to have to get off the air here quickly because we got a quick turnaround. We're getting ready for, again, another race coming up at the top of the hour. Of course, that will be the excitement of the Ross Dalton Racing Driver Late Model Series. But before we do go, it's time for the Tar Heel Environmental, yes sir, moment of the race. Guys, I don't want to say that. I'm kind of speechless. I really don't know. Tracy, Ryan, Chris, what would be the yes sir moment of the race?
I've got it. right? So we're going to combine the yes sir moment of the race with the winning paint scheme tonight. My vote goes to Bruce Pearson, USA Racing. I mean, look at that.
USA Wrestling. USA Wrestling, you mean?
Yeah, what did I say? Wrestling?
You said racing. You said USA.
Oh, did I say racing? I'm sorry. I do apologize, guys. I'm clicking buttons at the same time. Look at the side of that car right there, that number 22, and the paint scheme that he's put in there. Oh, man, that's a beautiful car. I think I already know where you're going to be, and I think I already know where Chris is going to be. So it's going to be up to you there, Ryan. Can you break the tie?
Alabama. Okay.
Is that Ryan?
I mean,
is that Ryan?
No. That's Wesley. I mean, Wesley should. I mean, I'm gonna throw a curveball here. I mean, my love of soccer, it's got to be that 45 of 8 in the East there.
Oh, man! Oh, my God, we got a 4-way tie here, because I know, Wesley, that's your favorite car right there. And let's see, Chris. Which one was your favorite one again?
Chris never told us.
Oh, I definitely did. Definitely Farmer, and I think I think we gave him the Good Hands Award too, and he was down there on the apron underneath Landon Brown. So I think he's going to get both awards.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Well,
Chris Golden is our special driver guest analyst, and he races in ARCA part-time. He trumps all of us, all right? So he is going to be the man with the winning race car. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Way to go.
University of Kentucky somehow beat in Alabama. I can't believe it. You see that? It's the first time for everything.
I thought it was football season. Turns out it's basketball season. Who knew?
There you go. Well
congratulations,
anyway. Well, guys,
Landon Farmer.
There you go. So your yes sir moment of the race is the picking of the best appearing cars. So Tracy, we got one more week left, man. Myrtle Beach is going to be fun. That's a very abrasive racetrack on tires, 5/8 of a mile. I expect a very unique battle for the finale next week to end the season for season 3.
Yeah, it's a unique track. However, it does have some characteristics to it, just like South Boston. Here's tough on tires, unique race line, and my God, man, you want to look out for the discs that are planted into the asphalt around the corners there. You hit one of those, you're straight into the wall. So that'll be interesting, but I did want to point out it's going to be our championship night. It's going to be sponsored by Chris Norse and Wild Ops, who is a organization that helps transition our veterans back into civilian life, as well as another related organization. You can see it right there on the side of the car, Fishtails. They coordinate together with Wild Ops and try to put something together. And to be honest with you, I don't know if Chris wants me to tell you or not, but he is a graduate of that program and is very dear to his heart. And I'm looking forward to having them as a sponsor next week. And we're also going to have Chris. We're going to see if we can't get him into the broadcast booth here and maybe talk to us a little bit.
There you go. So, well, Chris Golden, you know you're welcome to join us anytime, man. Good luck next week at Springfield, whether you're in the car or barking signals on the war wagon, spotting, whatever you're doing. And obviously, man, before we do let you go, let people know, I think you're looking for people to help you with sponsorship for your ARCA rides. We kind of chatted about the financial worlds of the burdens of racing and even in ARCA NASCAR today. So if anybody's listening or watching out there and they want to help you out and put some Golden Racing sponsorship together for you, Chris, let them know how they can reach out to you, sir. And always a pleasure. Welcome back anytime.
For sure, buddy. Thank you guys so much, first of all, for even having me. I talked to Tracy early on or later this week, and I was like, hey, man, can I join you guys this weekend? Short notice. He was like, yeah, let me talk to my guys, and y'all were very welcoming. And it was absolute pleasure being in here, getting to join you guys. But as far as our sponsorship goes, I mean, you guys know all of our races are on Fox Sports 1. I mean, we race at Daytona, Talladega, all the big NASCAR tracks, but we also keep that grassroots alive with a couple dirt races and a lot of small short tracks throughout the Midwest. ARCA Menard Series appearances. But I do have packets available for anyone. Just to be blatant, our VIP package that comes with 5 pit passes, dinner and lunch with the team, crew shirts, hanging out with us in the pits, being a member of the team, and being the title sponsor of our team for the entire weekend is only $5,000 per race. And that comes with a complete wrap of the car as well. And you take a piece of the car home with you. So
Piece of the car. There you go.
So
it's like a piece of cake that'll never go away because when you get done eating it, you'll still have it.
Oh, for sure. And any pictures, any pictures you take or your marketing stuff for the rest of forever. I mean, heck, it's like Interstate Battery still uses pictures of Bobby Labonte from the 90s on all their stuff, so why not use ours 20 years from now? But yeah, we're definitely the most bang for your buck. Because anybody else in the garage, they'll charge you about $30,000, just so you know. But we got packages as small as $100, and they just go up from there. So you can get on the car for $100 a race, and you can't beat that anywhere else in the garage.
There you go. Well, thanks again to Chris Golden. We already heard from Tracy. Ryan, one more race to go, man. Next week, Myrtle Beach should be a fun one. There's a lot of things up in the air about season 4. I can't get into all of that right now, but obviously I guess we'll figure it out eventually. But I know the Leadfoot Racing League will continue on wherever it goes, wherever it does. I hope I'm still there with you in the chair, even though I'm going to miss Labor Day. Not going to lie to you, Tracy. But obviously, get signed up. And Ryan, your final take tonight of Sobo, buddy, getting ready for Myrtle Beach next week.
Yeah, I've been a part of, amazing races here at Leadfoot Racing League, and, a new winner for the season in Luttrell, and it's just an honor to be up here in the booth every weekend, calling these amazing races.
Well, there you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's the thoughts of obviously Mr. Ryan Tomford, Chris Golden, Tracy Brown, everybody. Thank you for watching. There's, of course, Chris Norris's car working around the racetrack, and obviously Tracy was talking about him. So we got one more race left to go, ladies and gentlemen. It is next week. Title on the line, season at the end. The final chapter of Season 3 will be written with great virtual pages of iRacing history next Sunday night. Myrtle Beach Speedway, Leadfoot Racing League. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Tracy Brown, producer. Chris Golden, driver analyst. Ryan Tomford. I'm Wesley Outland. Good night. Congratulations again, Mr. Stephen Luttrell. The white chick in victory lane for the first time ever at the Boston Brawl at Sobo. We'll see you next week at Myrtle Beach for the championship.